Welcome back. All right, so we're going to talk about the Islanders and the Jets. There's a lot of stuff going on around the National Hockey League today, but I have to do my recaps. I got to get the recaps in. We're going to do this one, and then after all the games are over, I can do the recap of the other four, and then we can get into all the trade talk and what's going on with the trades and all that fun stuff. So the Islanders and the Jets. I also want to say too. I follow everything on social media, and I have all the notifications on my phone. So when people are like, "Hey, did you see this?" The answer's yes, I did. So Varlamov versus Riddick in this one, it sort of reminds me of when I'd be watching something with my grandmother and she'd help me and go, "Did you see that? We're watching it together." Yeah, I saw it. Anyways, early power play for the Islanders. Lee scores. Looked like a high stick. They reviewed it, and yes. So that is a high stick. That power play goal doesn't count. So they kill that off one shot. So that's the Jets being let off the hook. But the shots are 3-0 for the Islanders at 4 minutes. The Jets have been stuck in neutral for weeks. This has been going on for a long time. And every Jets broadcast, I hear Dave Poulin talking about, well, all they have to do to turn around is, and it's like, Dave, they're in a tailspin. So the Jets get their first shot at 6.5 minutes. The Jets end up getting a power play. They cycle. The Islanders clear it. And eventually, Bo Horvat gets a shorthanded goal at 7:56. He wires it far corner on a turnover. That's his 36th goal and his fourth shorthanded goal on the season. The Islanders then finish off the kill and they didn't allow any shots. So it's the opposite of what you want the power play to do if you're Winnipeg or if you're a Winnipeg fan, right? So the Jets press, but they can't get to the net. The shots are 8-1 for the Islanders with 8.5 minutes left. Holmstrom nearly adds one. Gagne has a shot that deflects wide. Parisi had a net feed that's deflected wide. The Islanders shot block. There's no openings in the middle for the Jets. It's 1-0 Islanders after one. Second period, Dubois fires one wide on his own entry. Morrissey fires one wide as the Jets press. Apparently the Jets are one of the leading teams in the league at shooting the puck wide, which was on display today. So Romanov ends up scoring a goal at 4:22 from Cizikas and Fashing. It was through a screen. And then the Jets get a power play soon after that. They need a goal. They absolutely desperately need a goal. During that power play, Mayfield has a fight with Dubois, so that stays 5-on-4. There was no instigator in that. They end up killing off that power play 3 shots. So at least there's shots. At least the Jets are getting shots at this point. Horvat has a net drive chance. That's held. Schmidt has a shot held as the Jets finally start generating some chances in this one. They needed traffic at the net, though. So the problem is when they start getting shots, there's nobody in front of the net. There's no screen. And Varlamov, pretty obviously early in this one, he wasn't allowing anything if he couldn't see it. Or if he could see it, he wasn't going to allow a goal. So the Jets press with 9 minutes left. There's a near miss by Wheeler. Gagne has a shot that's blocked. There's more pressure. Martin was then denied on a breakaway. So that's the thing. You start getting your defensemen are pinching. That puck's turned over. It's going the other way, and it can be very dangerous. So Ehlers loses the handle on one in close. Varlamov holds. Tip shot lands on top of the Islanders' net, showing how there's no puck luck at all for the Winnipeg Jets in this one. Dubois denied from the slot. It's all Jets. More pressure by Winnipeg with 4 minutes left. Scheifele has a shot that's blocked on a 3-on-2. Sandberg then had a shot that was blocked as well. The Islanders defense, shot blocking, really smart play. And then on a rush, Nelson wires one from Parisi at 18:41, right from the slot. So he just gets to walk in and wire it. And at the horn, some very frustrated Winnipeg fans booing pretty loudly their own home team off the ice there. So we go to the third period. It's a slow start. The Islanders are in control of this game. They're up 3-0. They can see the scoreboard. They know what's going on. And so every time that the Jets get the puck, there's 5 white jerseys back. And they're all in the center of the ice. They'll give you the outside. They'll even give you the zone entry. But you're not getting to the net. The Jets had the only shot on net 5 minutes into the period. So, no, the Islanders didn't have any shots either. But they weren't really trying to get more goals. They were just basically suffocating the Jets and trying to kill off the rest of this game. Shots are 4-2 for the Jets at the half, but they're now dealing too, I thought, with a confident Varlamov. As the game went along, Varlamov just, his body language seemed to indicate, yeah, he's dialed in now. That's bad news as well. We always talk about Sorokin and how good he is, but Varlamov's a pretty good goaltender in his own right too. So, Jets get a power play with 9 minutes left. Gagne has a tip shot that's held. That's killed off. So Gagne was very prominent in this. We can debate about how much that speaks to the rest of the Jets or how much it speaks to Gagne and his ability to keep being a solid player for the Jets throughout this. Pressed by the Jets after. Pionk has a blast that's held with 4:52 left. They pull the goaltender. They had to. And so Pelech banks it in. Off the boards and in. He scores from Mayfield at 17:59, and that makes it 4-0. The Winnipeg Jets, it just wasn't there today. It just wasn't there, and it felt very similar to the Colorado game the other night. The Jets are in serious trouble. If this was November, we would be talking about a coaching change. We would be talking about maybe major trades being needed. If you're Kevin Cheveldayoff watching this team right now, this is a nightmare. With the win, the Islanders go to 31-25-7, and they need it because remember, other teams that they're in this fight with winning today as well. The Jets 35-24-1 with the loss, and with the win by Minnesota today, the Jets are no longer in the top 3 in that division. So Colorado and Minnesota have both passed the Jets. The shots in this one, 12-1 Islanders in the first. So that's not great, right, if you're Winnipeg. 14-8 for Winnipeg in the second, 8-4 Winnipeg in the third. Final shots 24-23 for the Islanders, who played a masterful road game. Power plays, the Islanders 0 for 1, Winnipeg 0 for 3. The hits were 22-19 for the Islanders. Varlamov saves all 23 shots for his 38th career shutout, and Riddick saved 20 out of 23. I wouldn't put this one on Riddick because he's not expected to score goals. And again, for the Jets, they're now in a pretty tough spot. There's 2 wild cards in the West, and both of them have to watch out for teams like Calgary and Nashville, who could very well end up moving up. So, and I did see the news on Nashville today as well. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And it's nice to see the Islanders. I will say it's nice to see the Islanders doing what I said, what I've been saying for over the last week. They have to keep winning. If they keep winning, they have a good shot of making the playoffs, even if the other teams around them have games in hand, because they're not going to win every game. So for the Islanders, we'll see how things go. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again. We know I'm going to be talking to you again soon.